Hi, my name is Ariel Jillian, and welcome to the Queen's Corner, where we dive deep into some uncomfortable conversations. And today we are talking about Beyoncé and Jay Z. And I grew up on Beyoncé and Jay Z, just like a lot of people in the Black community, okay? I listened to a lot of their songs, all right? I've heard it all. I've watched some of their movies. I've seen it all, okay? But my question to you guys is, if Beyoncé and Jay Z knew who we were, i.e., American Indians, the real people of America, the real natives of this land, if Beyoncé and Jay Z knew this and did not tell the Black community, how long do they have before they are considered traitors to their own race? And this is a serious question, okay? Because I don't have to say too much about the music that they have put out for you to know that they have been pushing the African American agenda, and that they have also been pushing the slavery agenda on us, okay? I only have to say 2 songs, and you guys already know. I'm gonna say with Jay Z, The Story of OJ, okay? That was on his album 444. We all know this song, okay? It's very catchy. Remember, they get us through the music, right? It's a very catchy song. Look at the visuals, all right? There's a line in that says, "I'm not Black, I'm OJ." Okay. All right, Jay Z said that. But what was OJ really saying by he's not Black? That he was American Indian, that he was native to America, and that you should not call him Black. All right, I'm not Black either, OJ. You were right. All right, but the way Jay Z spun it, the way he spun that song so tightly into a web, it made you think that we went through the worst slavery in the world. And that we were from Africa, we got over here, there was house niggas, there was field. I just said the N-word, forgive me, but you know what I mean, okay? That didn't happen like that, okay? Let me tell you the real truth. All right, so when English settlers came over here, now remind you, when they came over here, they were searching for a better life and asylum from England, from their colony, from Britain. And when they came over to America, they did not have good lives over there. So a lot of them were poor, a lot of them were seeking asylum, okay? A lot of them were basically the rejects of their society, or the ones that wanted to spread the missionary work, okay? So those people came over here. So they did not have a lot of money. A lot of them had to work for American Indians, all right? And a lot of them worked for little to no money. So slaves were both ways. They were colored people and they were white people as well, all right? It wasn't just us that went through slavery, no. We were the majority landowners at first, all right? So, and it was really indentured servitude, okay? The brutality did not come really until the 1960s, when the civil rights was televised, and they televised it for a reason. They wanted to impute that fear, and they wanted us to want to assimilate into them, okay? But just with that song alone, if you have any type of intelligence, you would know that that song was put in place to make us feel a history that really did not happen. And it's sad. It's really sad. Now let's get over to Beyoncé. And I'm just gonna say one album, the Black is King album. Okay, if you listen to the Black is King album, you would think that Beyoncé believes that we all came from Africa, or at least she has African origin. okay? When her mom is actually French Creole and her dad was classified as Negro, okay? Now, if she knows that the Black community is really the true American Indians, the true natives of this country, yet she is putting this African agenda in our heads over and over again, there's a problem with that. There's a big problem with that. Okay? And now we understand that you guys are traitors and that you're gatekeepers and that you want to keep us down. Okay? Because just that sheer knowledge alone, if they put that in their music, would change our community. Because all we're suffering right now from is really self-identity, identity crisis. Because we don't know who we really are. It was lost through the generations, but we can get it back. Okay? And it's sad that the prominent figures who have that spotlight and have that power to say one sentence that could change the whole trajectory of our whole community, but they don't and do otherwise, and play on this African American agenda in our faces, there's a problem. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit because I believed at one point that I was African American. All right? And I'm a singer as well, and I have a song out called Count Your Blessings. And I actually got to know some immigrant Africans in my community from all over the place, children from Tanzania, from Ghana, from Central Africa, from all over the place, right? I got to really know them because I wanted to know myself. And through that, through learning from them and their families, I realized this is not me. I love them to death, but something is not right here. How does every immigrant know who I am except for me? And how is our prominent leaders and our prominent figures so quiet about it, and when they do speak up, they're wearing dashikis? You know? But it's like, why keep up this fake narrative? Well, why? Because I believe if our community knew who we were and knew that this land truly belonged to us and our ancestors, and they fought hard for it, hundreds of years, they fought for this country, then we would feel different about ourselves and about America. Yet those prominent people in the forefront keep throwing this African narrative at us, keep playing with our emotions, keep bringing us back to this brutal slavery that didn't happen. And it's not right. Okay? And I respect Beyoncé and Jay Z as artists, but I feel like as an artist myself, it is up to us to change the narrative. You should always be pushing for truth and for growth of your community. And if you're not, if you're really that money hungry, then there's an issue. And I really pray for your soul, because at the end of the day, there's only two places you're going, heaven or hell. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be going to hell for no small lie like that. No big lie like that. That could have been changed by just telling the truth. And yet, I understand that they may be under control of someone else, right? This is a capitalist society, right? This is built off of someone at the top, right? Which they may not be, right? Because a lot of music is not owned by certain people, but I feel like Jay Z owns his own label, right? So if the prominent people in our society won't speak up and say these certain things, now I do want to commend them for staying together as a couple, because, you know, we have relationship issues in our community, and so that's great to see. But if you are keeping this lie from us and you know and you've known, then there is an issue, and it needs to be pointed out. It should have been pointed out yesterday, but I'm pointing it out today. Because you have people who look up to you, you have people who watch you, and who respect you. But if you don't give them the respect of giving truth when you can, it's just not right. And that's really all I have to say about this. But I just want you to think more critically about what you're listening to, who you're listening to, all right? And is their music making you a better person? Is it bettering you as a person? Okay, and if it's not, if it's continuing a narrative, if it's degrading you or your community, then stop listening to them. We need to stop supporting artists that are not moving us forward, or we're gonna be in the same spot 20 years from now, okay? So, hope you got something from this. God bless and have a good night.